Get it? I'll see you later.
Now that I have the Isu device forged, we need to move quickly. You distract Atlas while I sneak into his private chambers.
More sneaking.
After Poseidon outlawed human experiments, Atlas confiscated a device and kept it. That device theoretically could add a third helix to my DNA.
I've seen what these Isu devices can do. It's not pretty.
The science is sound. And I've even found evidence of tests being done on humans that looked promising. In previous cycles, of course, before Poseidon outlawed experimentation.
Just tell Atlas the truth. You have good intentions.
If he's afraid of his enemies hurting me now, what will he think of me undergoing this procedure? Besides, he can't break Poseidon's law.
I'm not sure a good Dicastis goes behind the back of an Atlantean Archon.
I've been preparing for this my entire life. Don't worry. Just keep Atlas talking while I'm in his chambers.
I don't think we have anything in common. What are we supposed to talk about? The weather?
Atlas is a jealous lover, and he's already threatened by your role as Dicastis. Why not play to that advantage? Whatever you do, don't mention my plans.
Great. This will do wonders for our relationship.
Everyone knows it's lonely at the top, Dicastis. Let's go. I've studied this science extensively. Once I impart Isu DNA into my body, I should be able to use the device without side effects.
It's the should that worries me.
Remember, whatever you do, don't reveal my political plans to Atlas.
I could trick Atlas into thinking you and I are closer than we are.
Are we not close? What's there to trick?
You know what I mean.
Yes. Making Atlas envious would certainly be a good distraction.
Elpis? What are you doing here? With him, no less.
The Vicastis and I were just taking a stroll, and I remembered I left a book on Atlantean cyclical history here. He'd like to borrow it. Do you mind if I fetch it?
No. Do you need me to help you look for it?
No. You two stay here. I'm sure you have much to discuss.
What game are you playing, Vicastis?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure by now Elpis has told you about the nature of our relationship. She's hardly as discreet as I'd like her to be. What business do you have with her?
What? Is Elpis not allowed to have friends?
Of course she can have friends. But I suspect there's more going on here.
You have nothing to worry about, Atlas. I have no schemes against you.
Maybe you don't play games, but Elpis lives for them. I can tell when she's up to something.
Don't talk about Elpis that way. She's not manipulative. She's passionate.
So you do care for her then?
You don't talk about Elpis like you love her.
And you're not speaking of her as if you're merely her casual acquaintance.
The truth is, Elpis and I are in love.
What? What? What have you done?
I'm not weak anymore, Atlas. I can rule Atlantis at your side.
This is your doing. You're trying to revolt against the issue with hybrids.
No!
What did you do?
I didn't mean to. He was going to kill you.
It seems my brother finally got his due. Was this your judgment, Vicastis?
I killed Atlas. It wasn't my intention.
You hoped to rule by his side to ease the conflict between humans and Isu.
He wasn't as supportive of my dreams as I would have hoped.
I support you. You can assume his role as you see fit. I will handle Poseidon and my brothers.
Thank you, Azais.
You can't be more corrupt than Atlas. And Atlantis can't fear progress if it hopes to pass this cycle.
Atlantean politics are even more dramatic than in the Greek world. What will you do now?
I'm not the first Atlantean ruler to take power by force. If the Isu can do it, why not me? Still, I didn't want to start my reign this way.
You started your reign by saving my life. Normally I do the saving.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Vicastis.
Elpis will make a better ruler than Atlas. She certainly can't do any worse. peaceful from up here. It always does. But it never is. I know, Icaros. I'm tired too. I've met so many people. Archons, kings, and now Isu. They're all the same. Go do this, bring me that, go kill him. I don't know if I can do this anymore. If I were ruler, things would be much, much different. What's that, Icaros? A speech from your new ruler. You, bring the food. You, bring the wine. For tonight, we feast until our bellies are as round as the moon. That sounded good.
I don't have wine, but if I brought you some bread, would you help me?
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the Dicastis' speech.
It was more of a fantasy, really. Call me Alexios.
I thought it was wonderful, Dicastis Alexios.
Just Alexios is fine. And what's your name?
Alcon, you're even more special than all the bedtime stories my parents used to tell me.
What's wrong?
My parents are missing. They left for their assignments, but they never came home. The Isu won't help me. But then I remembered the story of you helping a lost girl in the underworld who found her parents in Elysium. So I came to you.
Her name was Phoebe. We were good friends. She's in a better place now than when I found her.
She was lucky to have a friend like you.
I could always make a new friend. Maybe you, Alcon. And I could help you. Would you like that?
More than anything.
You said your parents never came home. If you could tell me where they're assigned and what their names are, it would be very helpful.
Mata's name is Rene. She's assigned to the harbor. Pater is called Damadis, and he's assigned to the Adamant Quarry.
You're very brave. Now go home where it's safe. I'll go talk to the harbor master and whoever is in charge of the quarry. I'll come find you once I have some answers.
The Castis. Have you come to analyze the recently discovered coral permutations fastened to the hulls of our vessels?
No. I'm looking for a woman named Rini.
Yes, well, that is a subject I have absolutely zero authority in, I'm afraid. I cannot help you.
Our son is very worried.
Please, do not asphyxiate me!
What are you doing?
I like humans, and I liked Rini. Poor Alcon. But if they hear me talking to you, they'll kill me.
Tell me where she is, or I'll cut you!
I told you I don't know anything! You'll find my contact not far from here, but be careful. A trap has been set for you.
You have made the Castis very angry! Thank you.
Please don't tell Poseidon! You have compassion, Ticastis. You may be the only one who can calm the brewing storm between humans and Isu. Ah.
The harbor master was right. They're waiting for me. Well, I'd hate to disappoint them.
Οι οφθαλμοί μου πεσεύουν.
You'll regret fighting me!
So, this Zarios abducted Drini. I'm going to find him. There's a lot of guards for a quarry. I wonder why. There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
Well, isn't this an honor? How'd you get past my guards?
I'm looking for the Madis.
And why would the great Vicastis be looking for missing humans?
I never said he was missing.
Very clever. Hybrid. When my humans transport adamant to the experimentation chamber, they don't always return. Occasionally they fall through the cracks, like rats.
A little boy is worried about his father. Just tell me where this experimentation chamber is.
Your compassion for humans is unproductive.
Your hatred for humans is self-destructive.
Fine. It's in the garden of Kimopolia. But you're wasting your time. The doors are locked.
Then I'll just have to find the key.
You can try, hybrid.
You know, treating humans like vermin will get you killed one day. Consider yourself lucky I'm not making that day today. I don't like the sounds of this experimentation chamber. And what do the Isu need with all this adamant? Algon's probably wondering where I am. I'll go see him.
Dicastis Alexios, did you find Matter and Pater?
Not yet. But I know they were taken to some sort of experimentation chamber by an Isu named Zarios.
Zarios? But he was always so kind to us. He gave us food and defended us when the others called us rats.
Do you know where I can find him? The doors to the chamber are locked, and he's my last hope of getting in.
He's usually at the fortified Doma of Miniseas, but he's always protected by guards.
That never stops me. Come on! You've abducted your last human. Ella. Like the one Atlas gave me. Maybe it can help me get into the experimentation chamber. This looks like the perfect place to hide missing humans. Locked. But I think I know what opens this. The more complicated the key, the bigger the secret. Someone really doesn't want any visitors.
The whistle? Well, I don't see anything. Oh!
Swear I heard something. Who's whistling? What the gods was that? I'm glad it's not. I'd better see what that was. I don't see it.
Alaka!
Ah, I've been waiting for you, Alexios. Welcome to the birthplace of legends.
Who said that? Show yourself!
My name is Aita. I am a scientist, and in many ways, these are my children.
You created the Minotaur? The Cyclops? The Writhing Dread? They're monsters!
Are we not all monsters? Imperfect beings striving towards our ultimate potential. Is that not why you are here?
I'm here because a little boy's parents are missing, and all signs point to you.
How very human of you.
Oh. Amadis! Rainy! Are you here?
Over here! We're here!
Please, help us!
The Castis, you're here.
Lyra, what are you doing here?
They came for me in the night. I'll never be safe.
Don't worry, I'm getting everyone out of here.
Didn't anyone teach you it's cruel to lie?
What? What's cruel is abducting and experimenting on these people.
Without sacrifice, there can be no progress. Without experimentation, there can be no perfection.
You're breaking Poseidon's law.
I am advancing knowledge for the betterment of Atlantis. Poseidon's lack of vision keeps us in darkness. But we are close. So very close.
Humans are not animals to be caged and tortured.
We created them to serve us. That is their sole purpose.
Let these people go.
It's too late for them. Project Olympus has already begun. One human escaped before the transformation was complete, and lives were lost. This won't happen again. Surely you understand. So, you've seen the beast she becomes.
I'm getting these people out of here.
But don't you want to know what's behind this door?
All right, I'll play. Tell me.
Why tell you when I can show you? Just know, to enter the chamber is to forfeit their lives. You cannot have both.
What if I just killed you, set these people free, and broke through your stupid door?
You can't kill me, Alexios. I can see you're struggling. What if I told you the greatest achievement in Atlantis is behind that door? And that we owe that achievement to you?
What are you talking about?
Through there is a path to immortality. For you. For us. Embrace your legacy. Forget these miserable humans. abandon morality, and the answers to all your questions are just beyond that door.
Please! Save us or we'll die!
You will be reborn! Don't you want to know why you're really here? Free the people and this door will remain closed to you forever. Pass through, however, and it will lock behind you. These rats will be mine. What will it be, the Castis? Their lives? Or your destiny?
Fuck your door. I promised a little boy I'd bring his parents home. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Very disappointing. No matter. If there are two things Atlantis has in ample supply, it is adamant and humans.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Thank you, the Castis.
I'll get to see Alcon again.
Hurry!
How can we ever repay you?
Tell your son if Inisu ever calls him a rat again, Vicastis Alexios will deal with them personally. Poseidon lied to me. They've been experimenting on humans this whole time.
My Vicastis has returned. I can only presume you've delivered judgment to Atlantis.
You said you outlawed experimentation on humans. All of it was lies. The Isu are out of control.
What are you talking about? My laws are absolute, and by them all must abide. I have declared it.
Your laws have done nothing. People are suffering under your rule, and you don't even realize it.
No one would have the audacity to disobey me. Surely this is a mistake.
You should listen to him, you know.
Juno. Impossible! You're forbidden from entering the city. Guards!
Your guards respect your sons. And when you appointed that hybrid as your Dicastis, your sons turned to us.
Even my sons know better than to bow to a warmonger!
The humans are bringing war whether we want it or not, Poseidon.
They should, after what you've done.
You mean what they've forced us to do? Poseidon worries about the sun and his solar floral regeneration project. Catastrophe is coming for us. On that we agree. But there is only one catastrophe: humanity.
You can't trust Eta! He's a lunatic! You have no idea the monsters he's trapped in his hidden lair!
It was hidden only to Poseidon. My wife knew everything about it.
Hybrid. Project Olympus was my idea.
The end of a cycle in Atlantis doesn't have to be a catastrophe.
It's far worse. We've detected changes in the surface of the sun. If we don't prepare...
If we don't prepare, humans will kill us all. The only ecological catastrophe we face is the one we created ourselves.
When I got here, Poseidon said I was where I belonged. Someone tell me why I'm really here. Now!
Such sadness. He's even more human than I expected. Eta, answer him.
Gladly. In you, we found opportunity.
Imagine the possibilities if we duplicated your hybrid form. We could employ our technology to control your mind. You, hybrid, can be used to craft Juno's ultimate weapon.
Or rather, you could have been. My husband's experiment was promising, but after observation, we've decided you are a failure. Our new weapon is far deadlier than you could ever be.
The Ekatochires. Aida, you didn't.
I did.
The Ekatochires will rise. Project Olympus will strike fear so deeply into the hearts of humanity, they would never consider revolt. And you will declare my husband the Vikastis Vasilevs.
Vikastis, stop this. If they're successful, we are doomed. All of us. You have to trust me.
You deal with these two. I'll find a way to stop their plans.
It's too late. The procedure was already a success. The Ekatochires lives. Can't you hear him stir?
You did this in my laboratory under the palace. Entrance was barred when I outlawed human experimentation.
What is that sound? Is that your weapon?
I will bring justice to these two, but I need you to stop the Ekatochires before it kills us all. Go!
By the gods. These minions are from Aita's experiments. I can't get too close.
Remarkable. You really are the greatest of the humans and of my people.
Where is Juno and Etta?
Imprisoned, for now. But they will not stop.
If imprisonment won't stop them, then leave them alone in a room with me. I'll make sure they never hurt anyone again.
And what would that prove? That you're as cruel as Juno and her husband?
I don't intend to prove anything. I intend to stop this, and to save those that have suffered because of your hubris.
So in the end, you brought judgment to Atlantis after all. Very well, Gastis. Do you still have Cerberus' device? I didn't tell you everything about your stuff. It is a bridge between your two selves. But by coupling it with the powers of the devices you retrieved from the Cerberus and the Gadohires, we can end Atlantis' cycle forever.
I wasn't just awakening my sixth sense. I was unlocking the power to destroy the entire city.
In the wrong hands, the staff has the power to destroy everything. That is why you, and only you, could be its keeper.
You act like you knew this would happen.
I'm tired, just as you are. I waited many cycles for Atlantis' final judgment to come. I only wish it had come sooner. Think of the suffering it would have prevented.
If we do this, you and your sons...
My family have had generations to show kindness, modesty, temperance. We refused, and in so doing, this choice was made by us as much as by you.
The humans in this city don't deserve to die.
When we do this, the horns will wail and the animals will be set free. Humans in the Borimos Ring will know to take their boats. I assure you, they will escape.
If we sink the city, but I'm in it, then I die too.
No. You are the keeper of the staff. It will protect you. Unfortunately for you, now is not your time.
You said it yourself. Juno and Etta will never stop. I've seen those laboratories, the experiments in them. There's only one way to end the suffering here. Destroy this place.
My one wish is that I had more time to learn from you. In time, I may have learned to be more human.
Here, Poseidon.
Keeper of the Staff, your trials are over.
We're back in the throne room.
Tell me, now that you have seen the fate of Atlantis, how do you feel?
With the staff, I hold the power to destroy an entire city.
Which is why you were given the ability to control that power. Only in your hands will the destructive potential of the staff remain hidden.
So, what was all this?
What you have experienced are echoes of memories, distorted, but no less real.
Whose memories?
The issue. Some were even my own. In my time as Dicastis, I also tried to bring balance to Atlantis, but it wasn't enough.
You?
And now you.
My trials forced me to reunite with my grandfather. Phoebe, Brasidas, even Alpinor.
And in so doing, you passed a valuable trial. The staff has the power to prolong life. That is not your role. You must learn to say goodbye again and again, but let death take what it will from this world.
Were they real?
They are with you always, so yes. In time you must let them go, but that will be another trial.
My trials in Elysium brought destruction and rebellion.
Not due to you, but Persephone. She was a ruler who controlled her domain through extreme order. In so doing, you saw that her rule was doomed to failure.
In the underworld, I was forced to endure a realm of pure chaos.
Indeed. Hades was a king who invited that chaos, and devastation came with it. But know this, you will be forced to endure far worse suffering before your death has come.
Elysium and the underworld were doomed. But in Atlantis, I almost thought Poseidon and I could do some good.
Yet there you discovered the issue as we really were. Flawed. No matter how many times I have seen that echo of memory, my home always meets destruction.
I'm ready to leave. You coming? We, are entwined after all.
You saw Persephone rule through order, Hades through chaos, and even had a taste of being a ruler yourself in Atlantis.
It was a disaster.
You have seen there is no path to power for the Keeper. In the staff, you have the ability to bring this world to its knees, but that is not your role. You must use your strength to restrain the power of the staff, to guard it, to keep.
My mother once told me I was sent by the gods to protect this world. I gave her my word. And now, I give my word to you.
And what of your word, heir of memories? You must wake up and redeem yourself before it's too late, or it will be you who tears this world apart. Now awake. The interloper has found you. Wake! Now!
No! Where are you?
Talking to yourself, Layla Hassan? Clearly the Isu artifact has had quite the effect on you. You're going mad.
Mr. Berg, you finally showed up.
Most impressive. I knew if anyone could discover this place, it was you. But you left Abstergo before you could be assigned this mission.
Sigma 6 found it just fine after you tapped into our comm signal. We know it was you.
Correct. What you don't know is that I've been listening in for much longer. Ever since you found the Book of Herodotus, from Templar research I'm sure you stole.
Abstergo are murderers, and you're nothing but their killing machine.
A righteous claim. And what of the Sigma team I dispatched earlier to find you? You killed them.
Look, I saw your files in the Abstergo database. I know about Alina. If you knew what the staff could do for her...
Don't say a word about her.
Then forget it! I was trying to compromise.
No compromising. The artifact is coming with me.
You had no right to do what you did to Deanna. You should have come after me!
You're always next on the list. I'll check you off today.
You're a real Yahomar, also. This is over.
Indeed. The world outside is coming to its inevitable end. Whose side you're on won't matter anymore. Come. Hand over the staff.
It does matter. I'll always be an assassin. And if you want the staff, you're gonna have to take it from me.
First Victoria, now Eva. Admit it, you can't handle the power of the artifact.
Wanna know my favorite thing about the staff?
Don't gloat.
It's the... immortality.
Petty to the end.
The thing is, Mr. Berg, I don't care if you live or die. You just gotta get out of my way. Face it, Templar's lost. Altair 2, come in. Altair 2, come in! Atlantis has been compromised.
I licked.
Alethea? Alethea! Okay, think, Layla. Your comms are broken. How do you get help?
can't do this without you. I try to hide it, but I'm scared. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm alone. I need you. Please, come back. Send me a sign, at least. Anything. Your earpiece. Can anyone hear me?
Victoria, we've been trying to find a way to force communication. First, we lost everyone's vitals, and
Elena.
then...
It's me.
Layla? How? This is Victoria's channel. Where is she? What's been happening down there? Did you finish the trials?
Yes, we have the staff. I finished our trials, but...
That's incredible! An actual Isu artifact in assassin control. This changes everything.
I'm not in control, Elena, and nothing's changed. Also, Berg is the interloper. He's in the throne room with me. Look, I'll explain everything, but the Templars know what we're doing, and they're after us. I need you to get me out of here.
With you? Are you safe?
We fought. He passed out, but he's stable. Please don't make me check on him.
You didn't... kill him?
No. He's still alive.
Sit tight, Layla. We're coming for you, but it might take time. What are you gonna do?
Until you get here, I'm going back into the Animus. There are a lot of people to say goodbye to.
I'll make progress for humans in Atlantis, slowly but surely. Thank you again.
Welcome.
Done. Goodbye, then.
Feel free to take a look. Have a good day.
We should stay back unless you are looking for a fighting corpse.
Slow! Archers! Take your march! Use arrows!
Stop them, Commander!
Head for open water! Slow down!
It's a beautiful vessel. Should we stay this close?
Full speed! Ease off! Arrows at the ready!
There's some debris in the water.
More speed! Ready yourself! Whoa! Feel that wind! All ready! Set them aflame!
Good! They're weak!
Slow! Now! Slow the ship! Throw spear! Rowers, go! Whoa! Faster!
We'll be waiting for you, Commander.
What's wrong?
My parents.
Herodotus. I'm so sorry.
I thought I'd be able to see them again. To show them my life's work. But now, I'm sorry to ask this of you. But could you take me to Samos? I need to pay my respects.
Of course, my friend.
Thank you. I'm not sure I could make this trip alone.
We should pick up that salvage! Commander leading the helm! Entering neutral waters.
This is it.
How does it feel being back?
It feels like... words escape me.
That's a first.
To my eyes, it's home. The smells and sounds are familiar. but it's been so long. I don't know if I can do this.
Take it at your own speed. You'll get through this.
When I hear you say it, it does feel more true.
You're stronger than you know.
You're right. I suppose we should head to my family home first.
Lead the way.
Living near the docks was so exciting as a child.
How so?
There was always a new ship to see, new people to watch. From the sailors, often a new word to learn. Most of which got me in trouble.
I'm sure your mother remembered those days fondly.
I know I do. So many faces I don't recognize.
You've been gone a long time.
Even so, I was hoping there'd be someone I know. Someone who'd remind me of my life before I left.
We've only just arrived. It'll be okay.
Here we are. This is where I called home for most of my childhood.
Most?
I came to Samos at a young age, but I was born in Aligarnassos. Those are days I'd rather not remember. It doesn't look like it's changed much in my absence.
One of your toys?
It was my brother's. I often hid it when he wouldn't let me play with it.
This pottery looks special.
My father always felt art was a great outlet when things seemed overwhelming.
A tablet. Looks like some old writing. These ships never stay for long. Samos is a place people come for a visit, but not to live. Is there something about this place I don't yet see?
One of my first writings. I was always restless here. Always wanting to learn more about the world beyond, and the world that was.
Herodotus!
Mistor!
Praise the gods! It's been far too long!
It has indeed. You're looking well. As are you, Theodoros.
I can't believe you've come skulking back. After all this time.
I should go. I'm glad you're back.
You have some nerve, little brother. You stroll back into this house when you didn't even return for the funeral. I regret ever sending you that letter.
Why doesn't everyone just take a deep breath?
How could you say I didn't come back when I'm here, right now? We came as soon as the letter arrived.
You must have swum here then. It's been 5 moons since I sent that. And who are you exactly? How does any of this involve you?
He's a friend.
Oh, how nice. You went off to write and explore while making friends. And you left me here to take care of everything.
I couldn't stay here. I needed to leave.
You could have taken me with you! I have things to attend to. One of us still cares about Samos.
At least tell me where they died.
We marked a spot on the nearby cliffs. Pay your respects, and then leave. There's nothing for you here now.
Give him some time. I'm sure he's just surprised to see you.
His eyes showed hatred.
He probably missed you. You'll see.
It's a bit late for that.
I know this wasn't the welcome you were expecting.
But perhaps it was the one I deserved. For now, I only want to see where they died. I owe that to them.
I'll come with you.
I'd like that.
If you're ready, we should go.
Waiting to face reality will do me no good. I used to know this island as well as my own home.
Seems like a nice place to grow up.
It was. I spent a lot of time on my own, or with the others at least. They were influential here, so they were often busy.
But it wasn't a life for you.
There's only so many ships you can see sail away as a boy, before you feel the pull to leave as well. Used to love walking here. I can't believe this is where my parents last stood. Where fate decided to take them from us. I thought I'd write about their history on Samos and all they did one day. But not this soon. I should have been here. Should never have left.
There's no point thinking about things you should have done. That doesn't help.
But...
You're not a fighter, Herodotus. You couldn't have stopped this.
Perhaps you're right.
I want you to remember that while we're on Samos.
I'll try. I just wish I could have seen them once more.
Do you have a favorite memory of them?
I remember when my father taught me to swim. He tossed me off the side of the dock. I thought I was going to drown. But then I saw what I thought was a shark. I flailed my arms and kicked my legs until I made it to shore. Only to see it was Theodorus, with a bit of rock above his head. I still remember the sound of my father's laugh and the warmth of my mother's embrace.
Did your parents like it on Samos?
It was more than just a home to them. I saw how happy this place made them, and only wanted to feel the same somewhere as well.
What did your parents think of your writing?
They always encouraged it. It helped that Theodorus was talented as well, although he always felt more drawn to poetry. If it weren't for their support, there's a good chance I would have never pursued it.
If there's anything you'd like to say about your parents, you should.
I always feel more comfortable writing than I do speaking.
I'm not going to judge. And I know they wouldn't either.
They meant everything to me. They always encouraged me. I knew they'd be happy for me no matter what. I'm sorry I didn't come back sooner. There was so much I wanted to tell you, to show you. Mother You were one of the strongest people I knew. You pushed for truth, no matter the obstacle. Father, your compassion is something I won't soon forget. You taught me it was okay to feel, for myself and for others. Your names and deeds won't be forgotten. We should head back. Watch out! Die!
Why do I have a feeling they don't belong here?
I've never heard of the name of Samus. Something is going on. Maybe Theodorus will know.
Stay close!
Followers of Ares here. I don't understand.
The question is whether they came on their own, or someone sent them.
Neither outcome is favorable for us, nor Samus. I wonder what my parents would do.
Exactly what we're going to do. Protect Samus.
We can't wait much longer, do you understand?
Of course. We want the same thing.
This war has caused enough problems. Samus doesn't deserve to be caught in the middle.
I couldn't agree more.
Ah, you're back. I hoped you'd set sail already.
Now isn't the time. We were just attacked.
God's cursed these warring Greeks. Was it the Athenians or the Spartans this time?
Neither. It was a group called the Followers of Ares.
Whoever it was, thank the gods you're okay.
Have either of you heard of the Followers of Ares?
Only in name.
Who are they?
They only care for one thing. War.
And you believe they're here, on Samos?
They're the ones who attacked us. Have you noticed anything suspicious lately? Strange ships docking. Groups of people you haven't seen before.
No, things have been normal. It's been a welcome change.
Something is happening here on Samos. We need answers.
He's right. If the followers of Ares are here, there's a reason for it.
Then it's another reason for you to go. We'll handle whatever is happening here.
This is my home too. I'm not leaving until I get to the bottom of this.
If it's not safe, you shouldn't stay.
He's plenty safe with me.
Of course.
Come, mister. If this fool won't heed our warnings, it's not our concern.
They weren't much help.
Something doesn't add up. How could Theodorus and Mr. both know nothing?
I think they were keeping something from us.
But why?
That's what we need to find out. What's next?
If they're somewhere on this island, they'd stay away from the city. There was a cave I used to play in as a child. It may be worth looking into.
Let's start there.
I'll follow you in after you've finished.
Killing everyone inside.
Yes, that. So this is where they've been hiding.
You were right to suggest we look here, but they've been dealt with.
We still need to find out what they were doing here in the first place. Let's look around.
I didn't take the followers of Ares to be lovers of poetry.
They're not. This work, it's awfully close to the style Theodorus uses. Why would his writings be here?
I didn't take them for the heirloom type.
How did they? That's our family's sigil.
They must have stolen it.
There's no way they could have found that on their own. It was given to them.
Athenian and Spartan uniforms.
They could have the people of Samos believe they were attacking from either side.
These coins aren't like any I've seen before.
I have. They're Persian.
There's a list of names here.
I recognize these names. They're all quite influential on Samos. But Missos is missing. I'm afraid to even say what I think is going on here.
I'll say it. Persia wants to take Samos.
I think you're right. It's close enough to places like Athens and Sparta, but small enough to not draw their attention.
Makes sense.
Unfortunately, that's not the worst part.
What is it?
If Persia is involved, they couldn't have done this alone. They would have needed someone here to help them.
Someone with ties to the Empire.
And influence on Samos, yes. Other than myself, there are only two others who could be responsible for what's going to happen and for what already has.
Herodotus.
With everything we've found, everything you've seen and heard, please, just tell me which of them it is.
It's Mistor. He brought the followers of Ares here to help Persia.
I was afraid you'd say that. But I know you must be right.
What do you want to do now?
I need to talk to Theodorus. I don't understand why he'd do this.
Drachmi can be a powerful motivator, as can the promise of power.
But he already had both of those.
I know you want to understand it all, but we don't always get the answers we seek.
Why have you not left already?
That's enough. Put away your disdain for me for one moment and listen. We found where the followers of Ares were hiding. And we know who they're working for.
And who is that?
Mistor. He's in league with the Persians to take over Samos.
That can't be! We aim to free Samos from control of this war, but we never spoke of giving it to the Persians.
Then he kept that part from you.
I'll find out on my own.
Theodoros!
I know you care deeply for your brother, but this isn't finished.
We tasked ourselves with protecting Samos, and it's not yet safe. We need to go after him.
Where to?
To find Mistor, and Theodoros too.
I guess Mistor knows we're onto him. Where's Theodoros?
He likely went after Mistor himself.
Where would he be?
There's a small cove on the east side of the island where ships can dock unseen.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Where did that come from? Guess I better pick it up.
Stay close. I'll get you out of here.
Not lead the way.
You should be safe now. Where's Mistor?
After he ordered me locked up, he left. Seemed impatient.
Oh, Theodoros.
It seems you were right. I thought Mistor and I wanted the same thing. But he was just using me.
It hurts he did this. I know.
I've treated you terribly. You just remind me of everything I didn't get to do. And of the past. But you didn't deserve it.
Samos should thank the gods. They have someone like you fighting for them.
They'll know of all you did here. We may have lost one brother today, but we found each other again.
You know what needs to be done now, right?
Unfortunately, I do.
You can stay behind if you want. I can do it myself.
No, I need to see him. I need to know why he did this.
Okay, you got me.
How could you do this? After everything our family did for you. They took you in, and you had them killed.
That was an unfortunate accident. I promise you, I weep for their deaths every day.
I can't trust anything you say.
Why trick Theodoros into helping you?
Allies are hard to come by, and Theodoros was more than willing.
Tell me what the Persians are planning.
Samos would make a good stronghold, don't you think?
You betrayed Samos, your family.
Not everything is black and white. Sometimes, people need others to make the best decision for them. And they're giving me Samos to rule.
It doesn't matter now. The followers of Ares working for you are dead.
Everyone will know what you did here. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, I hope you do. I've always wanted my name to be remembered. However, you may not want to start writing just yet.
What do you mean?
The ships are already on their way.
Let him go. We need to stop the ships. I'll meet you there.
To your positions!
The
commander is taking the helm!
We can't let them reach Samos. It's up to us.
Less speed now! Get the oars out! Running speed! Slow the rowers! I need archers! Steer falling! Slow down!
Don't let them fight us!
With me! Let's go! Rowers, slow down! Everybody, race! Archers! Archers! Slower, now!
Fire on board!
Archers, we need you! Now! Slow down! Slower!
We need to move before they hit us! We need to watch those fighters!
Archers! Loose spears! Release spears! Ready arrows! Slower, now! Slow down!
Samos is safe.
What about Mistor?
After his failure, he won't get a second chance. Plus, there's no way he'd stay on Samos now.
Theodoros has changed.
He is the Theodoros I remembered. He was always willing to admit fault. It's a trait too few people share.
Then you believe things will be okay? Even if you leave Samos again?
Of course. Theodoros has work to do here. And he understands mine is elsewhere.
Good.
Thank you for everything, Alexios. Without you, I couldn't have gotten through this. I sometimes feel like we've spent as much time at sea as on land.
You may be right. We've traveled a lot together.
I think it may be time I set off on my own.
Of course. As much as I like you by my side, I can't expect you to stay forever.
I figured I'd take my leave while you still feel that way. It will feel strange, though.
It will take some getting used to. Well, where should I take you?
The docks near Athens should do. There are some others I'd like to say goodbye to as well.
I'm sure they'll be sorry to see you go. To Athens.
Lower the sail!
see salvage!
Start throwing! Ready sails for docking!
I sometimes pinch myself to make sure that I'm awake, and that all we went through truly happened.
With your writings, it won't soon be forgotten either.
The world will be better knowing. My mind is flooded with the memories of all we experienced.
Do you have a favorite?
How could I possibly decide? You opened my eyes to so much, uncovered so many secrets and mysteries that will change the course of the world. Your spear, and all it suggests. Atlantis, the cult.
None of those things are mine alone to take credit for. You were there through it all.
How could I ignore what was so clearly in front of me?
You couldn't, which is why you have as much of a claim to all we did.
I wonder what the great Eagle Bearer will remember best from this journey.
It's like you said. It's impossible to pick just one.
It feels we met so long ago now, but we've also been through a lot in such a short time.
I'm glad you visited the Bithia that day and saw Varnavas.
I guess this is it. As much as I'll miss our conversations, this is where our paths diverge.
Where is your path taking you now?
To Thuri.
What's waiting for you there?
That's the exciting part. I have no idea.
I'm not sure anyone loves the unknown as much as you.
It only stays that way until someone cares enough to make it known. In Thuri, that someone will be me.
Will I see you again?
Our paths may cross once more, and I hope they do. If that comes to pass after all, it likely means something big is following, close behind.
Then I hope our adventures are nowhere near complete. I've never been great at saying goodbye.
To do so is to impart a sense of finality, and we have no way of knowing if this truly is goodbye.
Good luck in your travels, Herodotus. I can't wait to hear what you get yourself into.
I'll share my stories with you, so long as you bring some new ones of your own.
I can do that.